Friend, it's almost Halloween, and we're going to read this story, How Do Dinosaurs Say Trick or Treat? It's written by Jane Yolen with pictures by Mark Teague, and it's published by Scholastic Press. I wonder how dinosaurs say trick or treat. Let's find out. How does a dinosaur say trick or treat? When walking with kids on a Halloween street. Does he bang on the door with his very strong tail? Can you see the dinosaur knocking on the door with his big tail? Does he carry his treats in a large garbage pail? That would be about the right size for a dinosaur. See this little girl carrying a little bag, and look at the dinosaur with a great big garbage can. Does he stomp on the pumpkins and throw bits around? See, he's making a big mess with their pumpkins, stepping on them. Does he fear he will slip and then slide into splits? A dinosaur in the splits. That's funny. How does a dinosaur say trick or treat? When she skips down the path on her very large feet. Does she trip on the trail of a girl's princess dress? Does she grab for more treats and then make a big mess? Do they shout boo to parents who watch from the side? Do they scream trick or treat with their mouths open wide? Look how loud that is. The little parents are scared, the child is scared, even the dog is scared. Do they run around madly or stomp on the ground? Boy, it'd be kind of scary to trick or treat with dinosaurs, wouldn't it? Do they turn their treats into a towering mound? They made a big mountain out of all the treats he got. No, dinosaurs don't. It's a big point of pride. Dinosaurs don't do any of those things. They carve all the pumpkins and make the smiles wide. They help the little witches to carry their brooms. See the dinosaur carrying the brooms for the children dressed as witches. And they hand out awards for the scariest costumes. And they are the ones who open each door. Trick or treat, you're the sweet, my dear dinosaur. I hope you don't see any dinosaurs when you're out trick-or-treating, but if you do, I bet they're just like these dinosaurs in this book, and they're very nice. Happy Halloween. Have you ever heard of Creepy Carrots? That's a book we're going to read about for Halloween, and I hope you enjoy it. It's Creepy Carrots, written by Reynolds with pictures by Peter Brown. Let's see what happens in this book. Creepy Carrots. Whoa. Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in Krakenhopper Field were the best, fat, crisp, and free for the taking. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. He yanked out a few on his way to Little League practice. He ripped some from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough of those carrots. Until they started to follow him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it, the soft, sinister tunk, tunk, tunk of carrots creeping. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. Do you see the carrots in the mirror behind him? Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked his toothbrush up off the floor, and went to bed quickly. The next morning, he approached Krakenhopper Field slowly. He reached for 2 carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Whew, creepy carrots. That's ridiculous, he thought. But when he arrived home that evening, can you see carrots inside the shed there? Mom, Mom, Jasper screamed. Creepy carrots in the shed. His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. There's no such thing as creepy carrots, Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it, breathing. Here's the breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. And there on his wall, you see the carrot on the wall? Creepy carrots, he shouted. Dad, Dad! His dad jumped into his bedroom and threw on the light. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They went through the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened all the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. Just a bad dream, son, his dad said, shaking his head. Now go to sleep. And Jasper thinks, that's not happening. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. In the window, everywhere he sees the creepy carrots. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real, and they were coming for him. But they couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Let's see what Jasper's plan is to stop the carrots from coming after him. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Krakenhopper Field. And can you see what he's doing? He dug a big trench around it, put a fence around it, filled the trench with water. So the carrot patch has now got a fence around it with a moat around that with water. As the sun finally set across Krakenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. On his way home, there was no tunk, tunk, tunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Krakenhopper Field, can you see them peeking through the fence? Let's see what they thought about this. They cheered. Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch ever again. So Jasper did exactly what the carrots wanted. He fenced in the carrot patch, and now Jasper can't get the carrots. I hope you enjoyed this fun story, Creepy Carrots by Reynolds.